Good evening, and thank you for joining me. My name is Robert Draper, and I'm the head football coach, athletic director at Florence High School. And I'm going to present the basics of the SlotT offense. Again, we're going to cover the basics of the SlotT, a little bit about myself. I played college football at Iowa Wesleyan in 89 through 91. I was one of the original offensive linemen for the air raid. Mike Leach was offensive line coach, offensive coordinator. Hal Mummy was the head football coach. Now, why am I going over this? Well, a lot of the principles that the SlotT does carry over to the air raid. When the air raid was first developed, they had lesser athletes. Everybody was running two tight ends and running and smash mouth football. So Hal and Mike decided to create an offense where you could take lesser athletes and still move the football. Thus, the air raid was born. It also involves controlling the clock and controlling the game as best you can. A lot of these same principles carry over to the SlotT. After college, I coached at a couple of different places. Then I ended up in 2004 with Liberty Hill. This is where I learned the SlotT at Liberty Hill. From 04 to 16, we went to the state semifinals 5 times, went to the state game twice, and won it twice. I learned it from Jerry Vance and Jeff Walker, two great men, very intelligent men, and taught the slot. Took the SlotT to Edna, ran it for 3 years there, took it to Marble Falls, ran it 3 years there. At Edna, we went to the playoffs all 3 years. And had more playoff wins than they'd ever had. In Marble Falls, we made the playoffs twice out of 3 years. It's the first time they made the playoffs in 15 years. At Florence, I've been here 2 years now, and we won games. We haven't gotten over the hump yet to get in the playoffs, but we're working on it. Just real touching on the philosophies of the SlotT. Again, if they don't have the ball, they can't score. We want to try to get as many first downs as we can. We're not very good right now, so we'll break the huddle under 10 seconds. So we're trying to milk as much game clock as we can. Again, it keeps their offense off the field and it also slows the game down as much as we can. We try to have kids go one side of the ball. Doesn't always work out in small schools. So that's when you go back to stalling and do as much as you can. The key is obviously with anything is getting your kids in the right place. Huddle. There's been some questions as to kind of what we do with our huddle and how we teach our kids to break the huddle and snap the ball fast. When we line up in huddle, we'll have the strong side on one side and the quick side on the other. Generally, if you think of the SlotT, these 4 guys work together and these 3 guys work together. Really 4 with the swingman. The strong guard, strong tackle, strong end, and halfback kind of work in unison when they block together. The quick guard, quick tackle, swingman, and tailback kind of work together. So they're on opposite sides there, and they're the ones that go to the various sides of the LOS. Quarterback is always behind the center. Fullback is offset, and he knows to go behind the quarterback unless we do something different with that. So when we break the huddle to the right side, when we do this, we'll go in the spring, and we will just practice lining out an A right. We'll break it, and then we're expected to be in line down within 2 to 3 seconds. Coach will count 3, 2, 1, and the ball better be there, better be ready to be snapped. When we have our alignment, we have our splits, and we tell our guards, our strong guards and quick guards, to put their toes on the center's heels. And then we tell the strong tackle, strong end to line up their hands even with the strong guard. Quick tackle, his hands are going to be even with the quick guard. Swingman, his hands are even with the quick tackle. We are in a 4-point stance. Why a 4-point stance? In my opinion, I think it's more of a mentality. Is that both hands are in the dirt. We're ready to fire off and go forward and go attack. It gives that attacking mentality. I've known some SlotT teams that have done a 3-point stance. In my opinion, I think it's just more of an aggressive nature to be in a 4-point. But we teach our kids to break the huddle, get their feet correct, immediately. And we may take 5, 10, 15 minutes in the spring doing this, but it just becomes constant. It's just a constant repetition and the constant coach's encouragement to make sure they move quickly. Okay, this is Liberty Hill breaking the huddle, getting set. And generally, once that quarterback knows, and he's usually the last one to get set, he knows he's going to kind of glance, make sure everybody's set, and he knows as soon as he's down, the ball's should be off soon. So he might even start his cadence if it's a longer count before he puts his hands underneath the center. So what he wants to do is he wants to get there, say ready, hit, and let that guy go. He knows he's got the football fast. The strong side will break out. The swingman would usually be the first one to break out of the huddle because he knows where to go. I'll give you an end zone view. So you notice the swingman breaks out now because he knows he's out wide now. And the rest of the guys are hustling as much as they can to get there as quick as they can. And we will break the huddle. We'll clap as we're breaking the huddle as we're sprinting to the line of scrimmage to get there and go. Here's his O formation. So now the halfback knows he's going to be behind. He's going to be behind the fullback, so he just kind of shuffles behind the fullback. Again, we're sprinting up the line of scrimmage. It's on the first sound, so quarterback knows as soon as he's underneath it, and he's set, he's there, he's ready to go. We're going to snap the football and take off. Same concept. We're an O set. Ball's off. As soon as we're set, you can count it. Break the huddle. 3, 2, 1. Ball's off.